Hi, everyone. My name's Keith, and today I want to talk to you about Ancestry.com. What's Ancestry.com, Keith? Why, it's only the most popular genealogical resource available on the internet. Now, the thing about Ancestry.com is you need to have an account with them and you need to give them money to use it. That kind of stinks. However, I've got good news for you. Because you're a resident of Maine, you get free access to Ancestry.com through, that's right, the Digital Maine Library right here on the middle left side of the web page. We're looking at our web page, Rockport Public Library. So I'm going to go click Digital Maine Library. If you'd like, you could also do a Google search for Digital Maine Library. You could bookmark Digital Maine Library, make it your homepage. And why wouldn't you? Because there are dozens of free databases. These are databases you would otherwise have to pay for. Well, probably not Google Scholar, but many of these you would have to pay for in order to use. However, you don't need to pay for them because you're a resident of Maine. So there's many of them. They are sorted alphabetically, right? A to Z, the alphabet. And fortunately for us, Ancestry starts with the letter A, so we can see it. It's right here on the bottom. Now, there's two at the bottom of the screen I was looking at. Now, there's two of them here. Ancestry for K through 12 or for public libraries. Just click for public libraries. Now, quick caveat, Ancestry.com that you get for free for being a resident of Maine, typically you need to be within a library to use it. They won't let you use it at home. You have to be in a library. I don't know why that's the case. I imagine it's convoluted monetary reasons. I don't know. However, because of the coronavirus pandemic, you are able to access it from the comfort of your home, which makes sense because if you tried to get into the library right now, you'd have a hard time because the doors are locked. So we're going to click Ancestry Library Edition ProQuest for use in public libraries. You just click it, you don't need to log in, and boom, you're on Ancestry. You cannot just search Ancestry.com and go to it. That's not going to work. You have to go through the Digital Maine Library and you have to click that link. If you just try to do a Google search for Ancestry.com, it is not going to work. Now, I would also like to make a quick caveat here. I am not an Ancestry.com expert, but I know how to do a basic search, and that's what I'm going to show you. And hopefully, I helped you by getting you this far already. So I'm going to click this green Begin Searching button, and we are going to do a search for Maine legend Joshua Chamberlain. Joshua, first name, middle name, I don't know. Last name, Chamberlain, which I'm going to spell right because it's got a sneaky A in there. Okay, good. I know how to spell that. Place your ancestor might lived, Maine. And birth year, of course, 1828. And we're going to hit search. Now, before I hit search, I just want to show you that you can hit, exact. Yeah, no, his name is exactly Joshua. Or maybe it sounds like Joshua. Maybe it was actually Boshua. I don't know. But we're not going to do that for now. We're just going to hit search. Maybe that would have made more sense for like the year 1828. It was exactly the year 1828. I know that for a fact. So here we go. Now, since Joshua Chamberlain is a very famous person, there's going to be a lot more records. Nothing against your perhaps less famous ancestors. I'm sure their accomplishments were just as good. Anyway, there's plenty of stuff here on Joshua Chamberlain, and it's pretty cool. I mean, he's got a U.S. Civil War soldier record profile, and this gives like a quick write-up about him. Not every person is going to have that, so don't expect to find something like that. But what you might find for a relative you're looking for is the grave index. And this actually links, if you click any of these images or go to a website, it links to a website called findthegrave.com to view the images, and you can see images of his grave. That's pretty cool. And that's available for a lot of relatives that you would be looking for as well. In addition, other records, we have federal census records. There's an 1870, an 1880, 1910. Joshua Chamberlain, of course, passed in 1914, so he would be on the 1910 census. And you can click these censuses, and they give you all the information that's written on the census here in a very legible, easy to read manner. Or you can click this and see the original, which is almost impossible to read, in my opinion. But there it is, and that's really cool. And you can even like mouse over it, and it like gives you this little pop up translating it from intelligible scribbles into English, which is really neat. His occupation at the time was a U.S. surgeon. Um, there's tons and tons and tons of resources available here. And again, if you're having issues finding your relatives, play with these sliders over here. Maybe if you had Joshua Chamberlain on exact, maybe bump it down to exact sounds similar, like because a lot of this stuff was done by like robots, for example. There's not one person going through every single resource and typing in the correct text. Like, and plus with people, misspellings were happening all the time on censuses. So it might not be translated exactly correctly, even though his name is Joshua Chamberlain. It might have been written down as Joshua Chamberlain. I don't know. So just keep that in mind. Be flexible with it. It can be very tough. If you have a common name, you're going to get a lot of people. You can edit the search again if you'd like to from here. You can say, I only want to look at, immigration and travel records. There's a lot to play with. So, again, not an expert. I'm going to leave you with that. I hope this was helpful. Play around with it. It's really, really interesting. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.